What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to take some time to talk about radical self-acceptance. Because we live in a society where this is an incredibly hard thing for majority of people to embrace and to accept, is this deep, concrete, grounded sense of self-worth and acceptance of oneself. And why is that so hard? Well, it's everything, guys. The world we live in today is just structured to make you feel like you're not enough. Everything that has to do with marketing. People want you to buy their products. They want you to buy this so you feel good about yourself. They want you to wear this outfit to feel good about yourself. They want you to own this car or this house. And if you're all on social media, which most of us are, you're always berated with these images of people in nice houses, people having adventures, ultimate beautiful romantic relationships, happily ever after. We're just in this constant perpetual state of almost feeling like we're never enough. We're always feeling like we're wanting more. We're always feeling like it is difficult to accept ourselves because we're always thinking of the next level, or we're trying to achieve the next thing. And it's just the way we're hardwired, guys. It's the way we're hardwired. It's the way most of society is hardwired. And until you take a step back to ask deeper questions, you're going to stay stuck in those patterns and those behaviors. So that's why we're talking today, guys. I've got some golden nuggets for you guys. I've got a checklist of some points I want to discuss and talk to you guys about. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will be one step closer towards accepting yourself and just really loving the person you are today on your own journey. So to start this off, guys, let's start with this idea. Love where you are, but never peak. I love this phrase. I heard it in a podcast the other day. I put it in my notepad and I have kept it with me. Love where you are and never peak. What this essentially means, guys, because let me talk to you more about the basic way we think. So the basic way we think is we want to achieve this hypothetical situation. It might be more money for you. It might be a promotion for you. It might be a better car, a better house, to actually just own a house, to find that relationship, the lover you want, the boyfriend, the girlfriend you want, the life circumstances, situation you want, the dream job, the college degree. It doesn't matter what it is, but you're probably in the back of your mind striving towards something. And if you are like me and most people, because I used to be like this a lot, and it wasn't until I asked myself these deeper questions that I snapped out of it personally. But it was stuck in this I'll be happy when paradigm. It's a box, it's a paradox. I was always thinking I'll be happy when this happens for me. I'll be happy when I get this degree, especially when I was in college. I'll be happy when I finish nursing school and I'm a nurse, and then I'm going to feel like it's made. I'm going to have a good job and life is going to be awesome. Well, that was 10 years ago, guys. And I'll tell you this, the happiness from 4 years of college, getting a degree, getting a job, and a successful career as a trauma nurse, that lasted probably like 2 weeks. like 2 weeks, 4 years of work and hustle and effort. And the enjoyment was like this 2 weeks of satisfaction, walking the stage. I got my diploma, I got my job. And then I realized, like, what else is there? What's next? And that can be said for a number of things, guys. Your first car purchase, the first real car you want, your first house, your first real, genuine relationship. But the thing is, guys, those things will all make you happy for a little bit. But that's it, guys. Like, unless you get to the root of the issue and become this person who's genuinely grateful and joyful for where you're at in life on your journey of life, it doesn't really matter what you achieve. The happiness felt will be fleeting. Once you hit that hypothetical benchmark, marriage is a big one too. People think about this moment when they get married, but then look at the divorce rate, guys, 50-something%. Those dreams crash, they burn, and then they're just like in this spot, especially like if you marry someone without genuinely getting to know them. And then you're in this weird situation where you're like a couple years into your marriage and you realize, like, wow, this isn't what I thought it would be. Divorce. This isn't the person I thought they were. I thought I would be happy. I'm not happy. I'm miserable. Guys, the statistics are there. And it's because our brains are we're just conditioned. And it doesn't even have to be marriage. It could be anything. Anything physical, anything tangible. Like, I gotta take my jacket off. Hold on. Things are getting hot. Things are getting heated. Talking to myself, and things are getting heated. All right, that's better. But guys, we get addicted to literally just looking for the next best thing. And the biggest lie of it is that the next best thing only makes you happy for a little while. It's not a permanent fix. It's not a permanent solution. The permanent solution, guys, is loving where you are and choosing not to peak. If you have this idea that you're never going to peak, but you're always going to grow, then your mindset shifts, and then you become this person who just loves the journey. You love the process. You love the things you do because, one, it's getting you to be who you want to be, but two, the act of doing those little micro tasks each day are enjoyable to you. For example, you want to be fit and healthy, then fall in love with going to the gym. The sweat, the endorphins, feeling satisfied because you got your workout done first thing in the morning. You're eating some quinoa, some chicken, some eggs, you're intermittent fasting, you're eating healthy, your body feels good, you look good, you're getting that body you want. Guys, fall in love with the process. Going to the gym every day doesn't feel like a chore to me. It feels good. I love working out. I love getting a good sweat. I love when I eat a healthy meal and I feel like I'm putting good stuff in my body. That process will eventually be an older version of me who's still happy, who's still healthy, who's still fit, who's still in good shape, who can still, go talk to women, who just takes care of himself. He looks good. That's the end goal. The end goal is always being, a little bit more buff, a little more chiseled, a little less body fat, and a little bit of a better mood. But the process is what you need to fall in love with, guys. And I love doing those daily tasks. That's just a rough example about it. But the same could be said about anything. If you're starting a business, falling in love with doing the work, guys, with being creative, brainstorming, journaling every day, those micro tasks, that's going to be the bulk of it. Like we talked about with me in like nursing school, college, 4 years for 2 weeks of joy and a degree. Did I really enjoy the schoolwork while I was doing it back then? No, I don't think so. I wasn't wise enough. I just did it. I shut up and I did my work. But I wasn't as wise as I am now. So fall in love with the process, guys. The big goals are fine, but do the big goals really matter if you are miserable during that process? Like, a lot of people mess this up with like money and business and getting good jobs and good degrees. They'll hustle hard and they'll be like hustle mentality, take no days off. They're miserable every day, and then they make their first $1 million, and then they realize the money didn't make them happy, and then that's a dark place you don't ever want to be when you made your money and you're still not happy. Because the better thing to do is love where you are right now and never peak, and enjoy your journey, guys. Enjoy the little steps. Fall in love with doing the little things that will get you to where you need to be. Also, guys, another belief I love: the best is always yet to come. And this kind of ties into the first idea: love where you are and never peak. And why I say never peak is because peaking is almost the same as that moment when you get the thing you want. And if you stay there, the joy goes away. You want to stay growing. That's the thing with life, guys. And that's the thing I'm learning too in my 30s. It's about growing in the areas where I can grow and always challenging myself, trying to learn something new, trying to be better in a little way, trying to put those micro transitions in to get me to where I need to go, The best is yet to come. Love where you are, never peak. And now I need to tie this in more to the whole self-acceptance thing, because like I mentioned earlier, guys, society drills it into your head that you're not enough. And then because you feel like you're not enough, you go on this wild goose chase of figuring out what you need to do to be enough. Is it losing weight? Is it getting fit? Is it making money? Is it the wife, the wedding, the girlfriend, the job, the degree? It doesn't matter, guys, because the reality is you're enough today. You're perfect just the way you are today. But you're also a work in progress, guys. Like, don't take this idea of being perfect the way you are today and then do nothing about it. Like, if you think that way and you lay on a couch, you're wasting your life, you're becoming a potato. That is not the way to use this mindset. Don't think, oh, I'm perfect. I don't have to try. I don't have to put myself out there. I don't have to give value to the world. I don't have to motivate people. I don't have to help people. I can just live in my little bubble and I'm perfect and I'm fine and that's that. No. You are perfect because you are a work in progress. All us humans are. We are all works in progress. There is no moment of just perfect, absolute perfection. It doesn't work like that. You're perfect because you are a human being who's working to grow each and every day. And guys, that should be your criteria. As long as you are a person who is growing a little bit better each and every day, putting down that little brick, getting your little workouts in, eating a little bit healthier, learning something new, challenging your mindset, trying to put a smile on your face, putting yourself out there, going on your dates, developing a product, being creative, whatever it is, guys. As long as you are committed to the process of being a little bit better each and every day, then you're perfect the way you are. So why not enjoy the process, guys? It's about the journey, not the destination. The destination is cool, but if you don't become a person who can find joy and gratitude and thankfulness for the way your life is today, the situation, the way you are, your body, how you look in the mirror, the way you smile, your funny little dimples, I don't know what it is for you guys, whatever makes you feel insecure. If you cannot accept the way you are today, then you are just robbing yourself of your own life. And why would you even do that, guys? Love who you are, love where you are, accept the person you are today, but also embrace the fact that you're on a journey. You're growing, dudes. You're becoming something different. You're becoming something better. You're becoming something more. And I think as long as you are growing towards something, and it doesn't really have to even matter what that thing is. Everybody's different. Everybody's got different goals. You could be into plants and botany or chivalry and sword fighting. As long as you're learning like a new skill and like pushing yourself, I think that's the sweet spot. And that's what Tony Robbins talks about, because when you are in this consistent state of growth, you just feel happy. You feel like you're moving forward. And then aging doesn't feel like this thing, I'm just getting older, my life sucks. No, I'm getting wiser. I'm getting, not necessarily always stronger and faster. Let's face it, the 20s, the 30s, we eventually slow down. But this doesn't have to, guys. You stay in the gym, this stays good. Your brain stays good. So keep growing, fall in love with the process, accept yourself. Don't digest all this bullshit that social media is feeding you, all this bullshit marketing is feeding you. You don't need anything else, guys. Just look in your mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and tell yourself, hey, I'm enough. I'm perfect the way I am today, but I'm only perfect today because I am that work in progress. I am growing. I am moving forward towards bettering my life. I am moving forward towards bettering humanity, towards giving value back to the world someday. Because that should be everybody's goal, guys. And if everybody does their little part and tries to give back to the world in their own little way, the world will be a much better place. Next bullet point, guys. Dodge modern marketing. Actually, I kind of touched on that. Guys, modern marketing, it's designed to make you feel like you're not enough. Do not ever buy into it. You need to be skeptical. You need to stand sentient to the influences that you're letting into your head. Every time you're scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, that's part of the reason why I personally got off social media a month ago. I don't like my attention being monopolized, and I don't like my, for example, especially TikTok, that one's the worst, because you go on it and then you're scrolling and it's just throwing random bullshit in your face. And then before you know it, you're thinking about cars, or you're thinking about hot chicks, or you're thinking about some prank, or just all this random stuff that doesn't really matter or even pertain to your own individual life. Guys, it's distracting you from the mission. It's distracting you from your purpose. It's distracting you from living the kind of life you want to live. Stop doing it. End the madness. Sure, it's a distraction from the present moment. Sure, maybe it's an act of escapism. I've scrolled plenty of times in my life, but I realized that the more I was indulging in that behavior, the more I was robbing myself of actual time to be creative, making podcasts like this, trying to put something good in the world, trying to build something better for myself, trying to stay conscious and focused on me, my being, my vessel, and what am I growing into? Am I becoming the kind of man I would want as a father, the kind of man I would want my wife to appreciate when I do get married one day? I haven't met the wife yet. It's coming. I know it's coming because I'm working on me. I'm working on this. I'm working on this. I'm never going to stop working on this. And it's just a matter of time, dudes. It's just a matter of time. So yes, dodge the modern marketing. Get obsessed with the process. Find joy in it. Don't waste your life waiting to achieve that one thing. Kind of a little recap here, guys. Because it is temporary joy, guys. And if you become the kind of person who can be grateful each and every day, you will find that you just feel so much more joy in your life. And let me talk about this. I mentioned falling in love with the process of working on yourself, the process of being better. But getting to the point to feel grateful about your life each and every day, it can be a challenge, especially if you haven't tried to do this before, because like I said, sometimes we get into these ruts. We all get into these ruts. We all get stuck in these negative, toxic headspaces. Even me, guys, even me. Like, I'm in a good mood right now. I've been in a good mood for the last few weeks, but a month ago, I was in a bad place. I had to pull myself out of it, and I'm out of it now. And I think my tip to people wrestling with gratitude and trying to find more joy in their lives in this moment would be to, well, one, first thing in the morning, you force yourself to tell yourself 5 things, just 5 things you're grateful for. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, guys. Just lay there 5 minutes, give it a go for 5 minutes. You're going to kick, you're going to scream. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel the impulse to pull out your phone, to scroll, to look at media, to get up, start your day, to do something else. No, sit completely still. 5 minutes. And think of 5 things you're grateful for. And it can be just dumb, guys. Like, if you haven't practiced gratuity, it's so hard to see the blessings in your life and the things that you're grateful for. But I'm telling you, 5 things. It could be as silly as I have 2 hands. Because you know what? Most of you guys probably do have 2 hands. Imagine how much it would suck if you didn't have both your hands. What if they were both cut off? Just sit and think about it. Like, what? You can't wipe your own ass. You can't feed yourself. You can't play video games. You can't watch YouTube videos. Like, okay. Like, whoa. Suddenly, I'm pretty grateful right now. Like, wow, I'm really glad I have hands. I can do all that stuff, guys. Are you grateful you can breathe? You're not one of these patients on a breathing tube, or you're not underwater suffocating, guys. Air, it's everywhere, it's free. I'm making these like super plain, super obvious, but sometimes when you're in a dark place and you can't find something to be grateful for, like, you literally need to make it that simple. So you have hands, you can't breathe, you're still alive today, and because you're alive today, you have a chance and an opportunity to build your ideal life, to be a better person, to be a better version of yourself. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true. You're still here, you're still playing the game, you're watching this video, guys. You're on the path. Like, I'm excited for you. You're on the journey. 4, 5. It literally, guys, be dumb. Again, legs. You have legs. You're not stuck in a wheelchair. And then number 5. The sun came out today, guys. We haven't blown up the world. We still have a world, a sandbox we can play in. We still get to feel the sun. We get to see the world in daylight. It can be as dumb as that, guys. Like, and I will tell you from firsthand experience, when you do first start implementing gratuity exercises, you're not going to want to. You're going to want to focus on the negative thoughts. You're going to want to go back to your default way of thinking. But if you just keep forcing yourself 5 minutes in the morning, and this is something I personally did when I got sober and I quit drinking alcohol, I made myself sit down 5 minutes a day religiously to focus on being grateful. And eventually, guys, it did work. You will find sometimes that when you're sitting there thinking about things, you just go off into this blissful state. That's happened to me too. But you'll definitely find a lot of resistance. But I guarantee you, if you stick with it, your mind will eventually start to rewire and refire. Neuroplasticity, your brain will become the kind of brain that just naturally starts seeing the good things in your life. Like, wow, I'm so grateful that happened. I'm so grateful I saw one of my good friends last night. Like, guys, like, it's crazy that the stuff is so simple, yet most people don't have access to this information because there's just so much BS out there that you really need to filter through, guys. To be grateful, become a person who finds joy in the present moment, and then accept yourself, guys, because you are a work in progress. And honestly, the very fact that you're a work in progress makes it okay to just be what you are, because you are working on your weak spots, whatever those weak areas may be. Maybe you're overweight. You're working on losing weight. The best is in your future. The best is yet to come. So enjoy who you are today. Like, you don't have the money you have today. Well, you're working on it. You're building a business. You're starting a career. You're researching how to make money. I don't know what you're doing. You're getting into stocks. It's coming, guys. It's coming. So be grateful for where you're at today. Enjoy being broke a little bit longer. I know it sucks, but just give it a little go. Enjoy where you are today, guys. And really, like, you're human. We're all human. Accept yourself the way you are. There's really like what? What reason is there to not accept who you are? What reason is there to not just love where you're at in life? Guys, it's the BS, it's the brainwashing, it's the experiences, it's the traumas. But I am telling you, there is that sweet place where you can let all that go and just focus on what matters. And what matters is you're trying to be better every day, guys. A little acronym I like to use. This one's more for men, but I guess women could use it too. For guys who don't feel like they're ever good enough, especially when they're like trying to like talk to the ladies, it's called WINS. Workout, image, nutrition, shut the fuck up. It's that simple. And if you do all that, guys, you have no reason to ever not accept yourself or have self-doubt about yourself. Because one, you're working out. You're doing what you can. Image, you've got a decent style. You have basic hygiene. You give yourself a haircut. You put on nice clothes. Nutrition, you're trying to eat better. Chicken and broccoli. You're trying to stay away from the sodas and the sugary shit. And then shut the F up. Because, guys, like, that's at the end of the day, as long as you're taking care of yourself to the best of your ability, that's got to be good enough. It's got to be good enough. Accept yourself. Love yourself, guys. And I think I'm going to end there, my friends. I hope you found some value in this video. I think we touched on a lot of good golden nuggets here. So please smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of this content, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already part of the family, because what are you waiting for, guys? You made it this far. I love you. I'll see you on the next one, and share this with your friends too if you found value in it. Love you guys. Accept yourself. Love yourself. You're amazing, and I just want you to know that.